Coming up on today's podcast, I'm going to chat mundane injuries. I've woken up with a sore rib cage.
I've discovered a competition that we can all compete in.
My phone notification's been blowing right up. Mum's overseas at holidays. I'm getting all the updates to let you know what she's been up to.
The Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill podcast.
I'm pretty sure last year when the Maroons went into camp, we were all talking about the introduction of the man bag into the Maroons fold.
We were.
Yeah, definitely were.
They were wearing them around their necks, remember?
Yeah, and I think that was the catalyst, Luttsy, for you.
Like horses.
Yeah, horse bags.
I think that was the catalyst for you buying us man bags for when we went to
Correct.
Japan
You're right.
last year.
Yeah.
How's your memory?
Where did we go?
very
Oh, no, I was just thinking, how bad is my memory?
Fukuoka.
Fukuoka. I was going to say Osaka for some reason. I knew that wasn't right. But yeah, remember,
That's right.
You went out and bought us man bags for our part of our team kit.
Don't expect Gucci slides. That's where your head's going with this now. Timu slides, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were Gucci man bags you bought us last
Actually,
year.
they were. They were
Yeah.
rip-offs, but yeah. Yes.
But the big focus this year, Sue, seems to be on the footwear.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So take us through it. Just like Birkenstocks?
Well, that's what Paddy was wearing when he came in last week, was the Birkenstocks. And that's what Selwyn rocked up in. I think with footy players, you have to wear Birkenstocks, but you got to wear socks with them.
As well.
Yeah, young kids do that, don't they?
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
I see that at all the footy games
Yeah.
too. They don't necessarily wear footy socks, the juniors. They wear like the Crocs, but you've got to have the socks
Yeah.
to be cool.
Yeah, the white cruise. So it goes
Yes.
kind of halfway up your calf.
Yes,
Yeah.
Buzz,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they do.
Isn't fashion funny? Everyone dressing the same.
It's nuts.
I don't know who started that, but that's what Selwyn's gone with. So and they've got the price of all the footwear. So Selwyn's Birkenstocks, $260 for the Birkenstocks.
That's even expensive for Birkies.
Is it?
I usually pay $189.
Very, very specific.
Maybe girls' ones are cheaper.
I don't know. Reese rocked up. It's always interesting to see what Reese wears because I think he was the
Leader.
He's
the
one of them.
leader with the man bags last year. He had Gucci slides on.
They look good.
They look like Birkenstocks, but they're Gucci.
They've got that symbol. Is
Yeah,
that Gucci or Louis Vuitton? Is that Gucci?
it says Gucci
Oh, right, okay.
in the paper.
That looks good.
How much do you reckon for them?
Oh, I'm reading it.
Oh, how much would you pay for a pair of Gucci slides, Luttsy?
I wouldn't. I'd buy one Timu.
If you had to,
400, 500,
800?
600.
1,100.
Wow. My friend's got Gucci sand shoes. I always wondered what they cost.
That'd be more than slides as well.
Yeah.
You'd have
Way
to
more.
think.
Oh, jeez.
And then it's topped by Paddy. So there's a clue for you. Paddy
This is ridiculous.
Carrigan is wearing Asics Gel Kayano 14 Pink Glow sneakers.
So they're just old, discontinued sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
How
14.
did you
they're-
know that?
Well, I'm just thinking now, like I buy my brother, that's like the present I get him every year for Christmas because he runs. I get him like Kayano, I feel like they're like 28s or something, you know, like that's where they're up to now. So 14s must be the old ones.
Wow.
Because I've seen him wearing them and thought, oh, they're just normal modern day Kayanos.
It says that, the sneakers now discontinued command a price range of $1,300
What?
to $3,000 on the market, making them a collector's item among fashion-forward sneaker enthusiasts.
We would have, if you were wearing Asics in the early 2000s, you would have bought a pair of Kayano 14s. Look, if you were running half marathons or marathons on the Gold Coast, somewhere in that era, you would have had a pair of them and worn the crap out of them until they weren't good anymore.
I'm glad you said that. I think I did have.
You would have certainly had one because you were running definitely back then.
And I used to run in the Asics before I got onto the what do I wear?
Hocker.
Hockers.
Yeah.
Now.
That is ridiculous.
So if you were to just put them in a box instead of wearing them,
Oh, yeah.
and put them in some nice cool wherever you put shoes, like instead of a wine fridge, you put have a sneaker fridge or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, true.
That is insane. I see people rocking around in the Is it New Balance now?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, but
and they used to
see,
be daggy.
But see,
Yes.
they're new ones, right? So I'm suggesting to you because I put a thing up coincidentally on the weekend of a pair of shoes that had fallen apart. Old. They're actually Asics. They're old. I just wear them once a year, so that's why they fell apart. But the glue just gives on those things because those Kayanos that he's wearing that he bought for somewhere between 1,400 and 3,000, they must be new shoes like that they've made.
Yeah.
Based on old ones, right?
Yeah, because I agree. If you've got new shoes you haven't worn, the sole falls off them.
They fall off.
But even
not
if-
just that, I'm talking every
anything.
shoe.
No, but
Yeah.
do you mean like if you had have done what Luttsy was suggesting? Like, say if you bought them and you just stashed them away
Yeah.
for 10 years, they'd never been used.
I've done that.
Yep.
I did that exact same thing. We gave them to Bill. They were actually snowshoes.
Yep.
And the first time we wore them, the sole came off.
Fall
them,
off.
which
It happened
was-
to mine. Happened to Nike tuned
which
airs
was
that I
hard.
had. I
Yeah.
put away and then
The sole just melts away for some reason. Because I kept all my gear from 2000.
Yeah.
2002.
there you go.
And they
Yeah.
probably didn't make pink shoes like that back then when they brought those.
I
them
don't
out, would they?
remember ever seeing pink glow
No.
ones, so they must be new shoes.
I
that
found
they've
them
done
online.
in the
Especially
style
on
of
boys.
Kayano 14s.
What'd you find?
So like they're all resellers, so ASICS officially don't sell them. They were $2,800, and the $1,300 is them on special.
Oh, my God.
But are they new shoes like
Yeah,
Lutsy's
that's what we've got to
suggesting, or are they?
establish.
I don't think so because on the ASICS website it says discontinued. So when you Google it, it actually
No.
says
As in,
discontinued.
have people worn them?
I don't,
Or-
no, I don't think so. Not for that price.
They look fresh, the ones he had on. But I just can't believe that they've been sitting somewhere for 20 years
No, I agree.
because they fall apart. They fall apart.
Unless they're in the wine rack, like you said.
Unless they're in some magic wine rack. Wow.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
So last year when I was over at the Athletics in Budapest, I was seeing those flat boats. You know the ads you see on television? They for some reason
Yeah.
market it to 90-year-olds.
You've been talking about doing one of them
And I want to do it. Like, they look great. In my mind, I don't
for
even
10
know.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my
Since I've been
mind,
here.
I don't even know if this is true, but like, you know, you're in Germany, you have a big day out at, you know, Oktoberfest or something, jump back on the boat, have a nice night's sleep, and you wake up in Austria,
Yeah.
you know?
And they've all got really nice cabins, I see.
Yeah,
They
and
all
the
eat
little balconies.
and drink
and
nice food. Drink nice drinks.
I think it's all inclusive. So, you know, you eat at the restaurant.
And they're not big. They're not tall, rather, because they
No,
have to
they're
fit
like-
under all the bridges that they
Oh,
go.
yes.
yeah, they're like 2 levels.
Yes.
I think, by the look of it. Anyway,
Yeah. But to be fair, I reckon it's been 10 years that you've been going. I
Yeah.
want to do one of them.
I reckon I'll do it in the next year as well. But
And
anyway, so
Suze, but he says that despite you look at the ads, and everyone on the ad looks 75.
no, it's marketed
least.
completely for.
I think because it's expensive. Is that why it's marketed to really old people?
I don't know. I haven't even looked at
Oh, okay.
prices and that. But anyway, I convinced Mum to do it because she hasn't had a holiday in a while, and because Dad's now in respite, so he can't travel anymore, unfortunately. But my Mum needed a holiday, and you know she's down at Burnborough, and you know she's got Heather and Ozzy next door that you know that she gets along famously with,
Yes.
and so that and then Auntie Mari, who's up north.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Mum and her get along famously. So, you know, anyway, long story short, they've done it. They took off, I think, a couple of days ago. You know, went through the travel agency and everything and got all their flights and in one of the packages, some included some business class flights. I don't think Mum's ever flown business class before, so I had photos of her in the Emirates, like, you know, for some reason she's sitting in a business class seat dressed up as an Emirates flight attendant.
It looks so
She got
cute.
the hat on and the scarf going over her, all beautifully. Then there's another photo of her sleeping in business class.
Who's
and
taking these
drinking wine
photos?
in business class. I think Auntie Mari must be taking them. I haven't seen any photos of Mari.
Can you imagine her in business class chatting to everyone and chatting to the stewards and everything?
She would not stop. She wouldn't even want to sleep.
I'm surprised she was asleep. Yeah.
I think it was a photo they just took for the, you know. Okay, we got it. Okay, now back up and start talking to people again.
Probably, yeah.
It literally would have been that.
Yeah, straight into it. Yeah. So then David left 4BC and he started at
honestly
Triple
would
M.
be.
Yes.
She honestly would be going through my history and everything else.
They call him Luttsy, but he's David to me.
And so I set up before we left at North the other night. I set up a WhatsApp group and explained how to use that. So, you know, myself and with Brad, my brother and my niece. And so now we're just getting photos. Like, I haven't even checked this morning.
So
but
cute.
yesterday the photo was they've arrived in Amsterdam. A group photo in Amsterdam.
Careful.
And well,
Her Amsterdam's experience is going to be so different.
so
to
that's what
yours.
my brother said.
Can't help you on this one, Mum.
Because she goes, yesterday was busy. We went to, we got there and we went to the ice spa, one of those spas where you put your jackets on and
yeah.
everything. And then we went on a canal cruise and I'm like, that's exactly the day I'd have in Amsterdam. And then my smart ass brother said, oh, what about the red light district, mate? You'd be there all day.
Shut up, Brad.
Shut up, Bradley.
So she's not on the
Not yet. So
Oh, right.
today she's got on onto the. So there's a photo of I've got the Amsterdam hotel, and then I've got. We've just had a lovely dinner on board the boat. We sail at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Still in port at Amsterdam at the moment. Anne Frankhouse was amazing. Quite sad to think she died at 16 years by the Nazis after hiding there with her family for 2 years. So I'm getting a bit of historical references
Yeah,
of
that's
Anne Frank as well. And she's now on the boat.
How long is she on that boat for?
It's like a 3-week trip.
Wow.
She should give us a little travel
Yes.
blog, but like a verbal one that we can play on the show.
She kind of is
Yeah.
through these WhatsApp groups, so maybe I'll just take bits off that and
But
give you a bit of a diary.
I was going to say, Auntie Mari's the radio lady from up north. She's been on the radio, so she's excellent on the radio.
Well, so is Mrs. Luttsy. She's just frustrated.
I mean, Mrs.
radio.
Luttsell's better.
Yes,
If she's
yes.
listening, you're
But
better.
Auntie
She
Murray
is.
had her own show on some community radio.
had her own show.
In the middle of nowhere.
And your mum will be filthy if you hand the power over to Auntie
Imagine
Murray to
that.
come on air.
No way, Jose.
But so is it like you said? Like, do they go overnight, travel overnight, and then rock into a new place? Or?
The next one will tell us because she's at that point now. So we'll see what happens. Whether she's in a new wakes up in a new country.
Imagine if it
fuck.
turns to disaster.
No, it won't. It'll be
Don't
awesome.
even.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Have you ever injured yourself just doing something like just something so mundane? You know,
Well,
Yes.
the worst one I did was it was not that mundane. I was racing. I was running in the beach, but literally my 2 kids were little. They were like, I think 10, 11. I remember I raced them to the water and I tore my calf muscle.
Oh.
Do you mean like that? I was on crutches, remember?
I've slightly torn my calf sleeping. I've woken up
Oh.
cramping and.
good. Yeah,
Okay,
go
that's-
on.
100%. Well, I did that this year.
What did you do? You tore
Well,
your
I just
calf.
woke up and my calf was cramping, and I've pretty much, I think for a couple of weeks I was limping on it,
Oh,
sleeping.
well, I got.
Wasn't any better than that.
I think I got a sleep related. I wasn't sleeping injury this morning. Like I woke up this
You were
morning
in bed.
naked.
Don't know
the way I do it.
Don't know why that's relevant, but keep going.
Alarm clock's gone off.
Or is it?
And I every morning. What do? You
Stretch.
I stretch.
Oh, I can't do that anymore.
I put,
Cramp in a heartbeat.
put my arms up. I've done a big stretch, and as I did it, I've done something to like in my rib cage here, like where I just went, oh, what the hell? And now it's like I've busted a rib or something. Like when I take a big breath, I feel it. It's like this piercing pain.
You can't have popped a rib breathing,
No,
but,
I know
but you might have done
not,
some.
It's not that
it's ligaments.
bad, but it's like
Cartilage, I reckon.
Cartilage,
Maybe torn
is
a
it?
bit of cartilage.
I've done my cartilage.
Heartlage?
I've done
Torn a
my-
bit of heartlage?
I've done my
Threw that in there, I
heartlage.
reckon.
Stretching in bed.
I didn't hear it.
Like I've done a stretching injury in bed. Like it was the first thing that happened to me this morning. Yeah.
Well, it's on the wrong side, isn't it?
No, it's on the wrong side.
That's
so-
good. Otherwise, you'd be
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Ash out in the balcony this morning having coffee, and you were like, oh,
Yeah.
and you couldn't barely pick up your coffee cup. And you
I
were,
know.
oh my!
It's like it's not. It's like it's. I was going to go to the gym today. I'm like, I don't think I could do anything. Like I'm dead set, like crippled over here from stretching
in bed, naked.
in bed.
I'm trying to think what other injuries I've had. Surely I've had injuries.
Just dumb mundane injuries. It's like when if you like.
The biggest injuries I do are just literally waking up for a big weekend. Like I feel like I've played a game of football. I'll have bruises. I'll have torn muscles, literally just from drinking all weekend.
I did my
Yeah.
calf muscle at Magic Round trying to jump over
There you go.
like 2 rows of seats. So like we're kind of on the edge near the stairs.
Yeah.
And rather than walking across a bunch of people, I like try to leap over 2 rows of seats,
You can't
cracked
do
my
that.
shin on the
Exactly.
concrete and pulled my calf muscle.
That's like, remember when I did that DJ thing the other night when I was
Yeah, how did
rehearsing,
you not do a
getting
injury
because I had to
there?
sort of go under the
Yeah. Yeah.
what do you call that framework to get into the stage?
Yeah.
But when I was
It's
rehearsing,
like a boxing ring. A
Yeah.
metal boxing
Yeah.
ring.
when I was actually rehearsing for it, I was rolling into the ring. I was diving and doing a commando roll and jumping up. But then on the night,
There was people there.
everyone said, don't do it in case. What if I rolled in and tore something and couldn't stand up?
And you,
And I was like,
you just sort of,
Clear the dance floor. We've got paramedics
Yeah,
coming
I
in.
know.
that
So I
would have
thought-
been terrible, but it would have lived on forever too. The
You didn't
footage
even
of
press play.
it wouldn't have been worth it, would it?
Jolly on Petchester.
Madam Butterfly scream over before it started.
Didn't Cam Munster do the groin injury that has him out of Origin in the shower? Didn't he slip in the shower?
Yes,
And that
yes,
started that
yes.
injury?
Oh, yes.
Or
Yeah.
stepping out of the shower.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. That's how they said he did it. Yeah,
Ian Thorpe did an injury like that too. Ian Thorpe broke his scapula, which we spoke about the other day on Smarter Than Suse, which is your shoulder blade.
What was he doing?
He fell over in the shower.
Come on, Ian.
He fell over in the shower and he broke his
Come
scapula.
on, Ian.
Hang on, we're getting some calls. Lauren out of Stafford. Yep. What are we talking
Hey.
about? Dumb injuries? Like what happened? How'd you pick up?
I was driving and I'd stopped the car and I'd left my bag on the front seat and I was trying to pull it and it wasn't coming and I kept pulling and pulling really hard and I didn't realise that it was caught in like where the seatbelt is.
Yeah.
And I pulled it that hard and it smacked me in the eye and gave me a black bruise, like I'd been punched in the eye. I got a few questions at work that
Yeah,
day.
you're going to say at work, like, no, honestly, it was my handbag in the car. Yeah, sure it
It's
was.
so believable too, my handbag.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
that's a shocker.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Ash has got a rib injury from yawning and stretching.
Yeah.
Not much to it, so we're looking for the dumbest injuries, 13, 24, 10.
God, I hope that's not what it comes to, Suze.
No, I reckon.
All of a sudden you can't stretch anymore. You can't yawn. From
Dislocate
fear
your
of hurting
jaw.
yourself. Oh, yeah.
Yawning.
Julie, Camp Hill. Yes, Julie. What happened to you?
Good morning. In my 20s, obviously on a budget, I was shopping and went to buy a big piece of broccoli, and the stem was bigger than the piece of broccoli, so I went to snap it off, and I sprained my wrist.
That's pretty funny.
But the worst part is I was a remedial therapist, and I worked for myself, so I had to have 2 weeks off work,
Oh, you have to give yourself.
all for saving about $1 on some broccoli.
Oh, that's
And they
awesome.
tell you to eat healthy.
Hey, what's the lesson in that?
Vicky. Yes, Vicky.
Hey, how you going?
All right. What happened?
I was cleaning my windows, and they're the sliding aluminium windows that you pop out, and I popped it out, and I rested it where the gap was, where it should be, and I turned around to get my cleaning stuff, and I turned back around, and the wind flew it at me, and it cut my head. I've got a good Harry Potter scar. Nearly knocked me.
Oh, what? You popped the window out and then the wind smashed into your face. Ugh.
Jeez, that's pretty
That's
full.
brutal.
There's
Yeah.
some pretty good injuries here.
Can
Renee,
they be more fun than that one?
this one's fun. This one's fun, Renee. What happened to you?
So I suffered night terrors after I had my second child, and I was having a night terror, and I thought someone was after me, and I ran down the stairs. But I ran so fast that I tripped over my foot, broke my foot, went through the wall, and split my head open.
See, that's the type of fun we're looking for.
Can you laugh about it now, Renee?
You laugh now,
Well, I
don't
can,
you?
but actually, I just remembered I did a second one. I was
Oh,
at
here we go.
a click and collect, and I had a hire car because I'd run my car into something. That's another story. But I was very sleep deprived, and I'd never used the boot before, and it was a really heavy boot. And I remembered I had to throw the boot down quite heavy. But you know that little metal bit at the back of the boot? I threw that straight onto my face and split my head open.
Well, how?
So now I've got 2 scars on my face.
I don't quite get that one. So your head was inside the boot and you slammed the boot shut.
So she must have had a hand.
No, you know how you push it really quick, but I sort of threw it like you throw you back down to push it down.
Yeah.
So my head got in the way,
head went
and I looked
forward.
up at the same
Well,
time.
yeah, you're a dummy for that.
Susie only has car boots where you press it and it closes for her.
True. That is actually true.
She asked Smithers to close her.
Even the manual.
Close the boot, Smithers.
Samantha Redcliffe, yes.
Yes, so good morning, guys. So what happened to me is I've done it twice, and I've actually shut my head in the car door. So the first time was 24 years ago. I was bringing my newborn baby home. You know, we're in the car park, putting him in the capsule, and then we went to take off, and I forgot to shut my door, and I leaned out and I crushed my head.
Oh.
And then 3 weeks ago, we were celebrating my 50th early at the Dolphins, and the girls were in the car park leaving, and the girls were, oh my God, let's do scenario players. And I'm like, oh my God, get me out of here. And I shut my head in the door again that hard. I ended up in hospital overnight with MRIs and everything and a concussion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So hence I'm not going anywhere near anyone. For my birthday, I'm going up to Port Douglas, Stuffmore.
Oh, wow. Happy 50th.
Yeah, shut my head in the door twice.
Stay away from cars.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Nova's 10K a day in May.
Thanks to Liberty. Loans for free thinkers. Need 10K or more? Free think your way to a home, car, business or personal loan with Liberty today. Eligibility and conditions apply.
Over $200,000 we've given away so far. It does continue 10K a day, mate, until Friday. And yesterday, another $10,000 winner.
Hello?
Hi, is that Shiv?
It is.
Is there anything we could do to help you out? Throw some cash your way, perhaps?
Man, I would be very grateful.
We've just won 10K a day, mate!
Thank you.
That's Shiv Deep. Out of Forest Lake, who's in the studio now. Hey, mate.
Hey guys, how are we? Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, it's it still feels like a dream. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just trying to process it. Still.
So you spent the whole night thinking, what are we going to do with it? Because is that your family out there?
Yeah,
obviously?
that's my wife.
I hope it is.
That's
Otherwise,
my
there's some
wife.
strangers
That's my daughter
Security?
Iris. That's my son Jasper.
Jasper!
Yeah.
What's your daughter's name?
Iris.
Iris. Hello.
Yeah.
Iris and Jasper.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful kids.
Yeah, thank you.
So what are we thinking? $10,000. Come on.
You know what? I don't know what to do with this. I'll probably give it to the missus so she can use it wisely.
She's a bit better with the
Yeah,
finances.
she's really good with finances.
She would
Yeah.
just blow it on something crazy, won't she?
Exactly. So
Did you get through? Where did you get through? Talk us through that.
I think I got through on air once last week.
Yeah, right.
But I was registering it every day on the app.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
And
you got to
then-
do that, don't you?
Yeah.
Once a day you can do that.
Yeah, I was doing it and I just got lucky.
Did you call us last week?
I did.
But
I did. It was, when you do like a 15 minutes, you can do whatever.
Oh,
yeah, 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah. So
I've actually got some of Shiv here
you on
delivering
that?
the goods. This is what Shiv gave us last week.
All right, let's hand it over to Shiv out of Forest
Because
Lake.
I was-
Shiv!
yeah.
Away you go, Shiv.
How are you guys? So here we go. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo.
It makes sense now with the age of your kids why you know that
there's
song.
the Baby Shark and Bluey and all of the cartoons
but
are like
if you
every
would've-
day.
If you would have come in and you didn't have any kids, it would have been okay. Shiv's a bit.
Yeah. Everything
Just
is
singing
yeah.
Baby Shark, but it makes sense now.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest thing you've ever won? Or are you lucky, perennially lucky?
I think I got lucky. I'm
Yeah.
probably the biggest thing that's ever happened to me after my wife. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good
That's
answer.
nice.
And you live in Brizzy?
Yeah, Forest Lake.
Forest Lake?
Yeah.
How long have you been married for?
So we've been married since 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. So and we had kids 2019 and
Yeah, wow.
2022 is the younger one. So yeah.
Wow.
You got cool looking kids. They have
Yeah.
no idea what's going on, though, do they?
Because I had to wake them up in the morning 5:30 and then they don't know what's going on and I was like, oh man, we're gonna go see some famous people. And then
Well, when are you
and then
going
they saw
after
us.
this?
yeah. So
Well, congratulations, mate.
thank you very much.
That
Yeah.
seems like
So
a
exciting.
great winner.
And also
Yes.
just want to take the opportunity to thank you guys because I mean, like a lot of people, I'm a big fan of your show. And then, you entertain us every 6 to 9. And that really means a lot to me personally because I listen to you a lot, every single one of you. So thank you very much, Noah, for
Thank
giving
you,
me this
Shiv.
opportunity to
That's very
come
nice.
here. And I had work, so I had to just kind of, told my bosses that I'll be a little bit late because I didn't want to miss this opportunity.
Good.
And obviously, I'm a big fan for every single one of you. Thank
Good
you
on
very
you,
much.
Shiv.
Board, brother. Well
Yeah,
done.
thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than Suse.
Brighton Homes are now offering up to $35,000 cash back on their homes. You don't need to be smarter than Suse to live brighter and save more with Brighton.
All right, Joe, out of Mount Gravatt. Hello, mate.
Hey guys, how are you?
Pretty good. You got Fred and Gus. Cool names, mate.
Yeah.
Are you dropping them off? Are they in the car?
They're in the car. They're behaving themselves quite well at the moment.
And they're not up for the gimp. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
I
hope
was tempted, but no.
let's hope you can impress them, mate, with a strong showing here. $1,200 up for grabs. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Time starts now. What colour is the fur around a giant panda's eyes?
Black.
Zac Efron plays Troy Bolton in which film series?
Don't know.
Someone who can't sit still is said to have ants in their what?
Pants.
Which Microsoft web browser replaced Internet Explorer?
Edge.
Spell appliance.
APPLIANCE.
Stop the clock. Player.
Very good.
Geez, she ain't going to get that Edge one if that's right.
Nope.
I don't even know if it is, but she will not know that.
You don't reckon?
Appliance she'll probably get. Ooh, this is going to be close. Time.
What'd Joe have?
3 seconds.
3 seconds left on the clock.
I'm not sure he can get beaten here.
You're in with a chance, mate.
backing
You are
Joey.
in
All right.
with a chance. Let's bring in the gip.
I see you trotting around town, listen smarter than Suse. Bring in the game. You might try your best, but you're still gonna lose. Bring in the game.
This is Shazura.
Oh, if I was quicker, I might have beat her. Bring in the game. Bring in the game.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! I thought we were miracles! You won't see anything like that again this year!
Joey.
Focus.
Yes.
Hello.
Suze, let's take care of business. It's at $1,200. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What colour is the fur around a giant panda's eyes?
Black.
Zac Efron plays Troy Bolton in which film series?
Hulk Hogan.
Someone who can't sit still is said to have ants in their what?
Pants.
Which Microsoft web browser replaced Internet Explorer?
Safari.
Spell appliance.
APPLIANCE.
Stop the clock.
Oh, tough.
That's tough.
Tough.
Double tuker.
Oh.
Tight!
I went to school at Mount Joe.
Yeah!
Nice.
I went
Whereabouts, Susie?
I went to St Agnes on Logan Road.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. Back in the day.
Hold the time.
I was
Buzz.
at Big Top. Is this Big Top shopping centre still there?
Oh, hang on. Suze is still acting like she's from Mount Gravatt.
Don't worry.
This is very close, Suze.
I know. It was
This is very, very close.
slightly
1200.
disappointed.
Jeez.
What colour is the
Yes,
fur
indeed.
around a giant panda's eyes? You both said black. That's correct. It's got the white head. It's got black eyes. Little black ears. Zac Efron plays Troy Bolton in which film series? Joe said, I don't know. Sue said Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I just knew he played a wrestler
He just recently played a wrestler in another. Wasn't Hulk Hogan?
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I want to watch that film. Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
been
it
out?
looks-
Is that any good?
It's alright.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh,
Is it good? Okay,
he
average.
must have got on the gear for that, eh?
They reckon. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
come
He
on,
looked
man.
amazing. He
He's
looked
been roided up
amazing
for
in it.
sure.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it was High School Musical. I thought you might have jagged that, Sue.
Geez, I
Sounds like that
forgot
might be up
about
your
that.
alley.
No, would have been. I
He
never
played
watched
Kevin Von Erich in the Iron Claw. That's what you're thinking of.
it. Yeah, that one.
Someone who can't sit still is said to have ants in their pants. You both got that.
What's the score?
2-all. Spell appliance, APPLIANCE. You both got that. 3-all. Which Microsoft web browser replaced Internet Explorer? Sue said
dear.
Safari. That's wrong.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh,
Joe
do you-
said
what do you think it is?
Edge.
no.
I think it's Google.
I've never heard of
It's
Edge.
Google, isn't it? No.
And Edge is correct. Joe, you're smarter than Suze. You've just won $1,200.
This is the moment!
Sing along.
From all the odds, this day or never, I shall forever when I look back, I will always
recall
moment for moment. This was the moment,
The greatest
moment of
Final word, Joe?
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I was looking at Instagram yesterday and I found a competition in South Korea. Excuse me. That I reckon we could all win. That I reckon we could all win.
What is it?
I'll play you the audio.
I think we might have just found one of the world's strangest competitions, because this year South Korea held its 10th annual Space Out competition, where contestants compete to do absolutely nothing. Contestants have to zone out for 90 minutes without falling asleep or checking their phones, and the winner is determined by votes from the audience watching, as well as their heart rate to check who has the most stable one among the 10. The competition was started 10 years ago by a visual artist that goes by the name Luttsy to protest against a culture that demands constant productivity after she suffered severe burnout. So, do you think you could win this competition?
Yes.
So like meditation almost, isn't it?
Yeah, you just got to sit there with a constant heart rate.
Remove yourself
and not
from your
be
environment.
and not be on your phones.
Yeah.
Come on.
I bet you that'd be harder than you would think.
Yeah, and you can't talk.
It's interesting they can monitor you because, I mean, you could sit there and just look at the ground, but you've got to have that stable heart rate,
The
don't you?
thought process, because that could lift your heart rate, right? If you start panicking or...
Yeah.
Can you sleep?
No, you can't
No,
fall
you're
asleep.
not allowed to
Seb.
sleep.
You
So
can't fall
you've got to
asleep.
sort of keep you cool, but you can't be sitting there going, God, I'm bored right now.
Yeah.
I want to check my phone or whatever because...
You can't do it. I was talking
Is
to
that
someone.
what the idea is?
Yeah. I was talking to someone yesterday who was talking about making more time for that, because how often when you have spare time, I know I just hang on.
Yeah, do it into the microphone again.
Sorry, I apologise for that. That was very unprofessional.
Let's just try turning
There's
your
a cough
microphone
mute.
Oh,
That cough mute button. Try it.
did it work?
Oh, no, I don't think it went through
I don't think, but there's 3 other microphones on here that caught it.
Oh, right.
That's a loud one.
How often though, when you have spare time, do you just sit and think with your thoughts? I never do. I don't want to sit with my thoughts ever. So I always just jump on my phone.
Or something, television, something's always got you, hasn't it?
So this would be good. I reckon, 90 minutes, just nothing.
That meditation stuff, like there's something in that.
There is.
You know? In fact...
What?
Oh, no,
What's in it?
well, Jodie, like she meditates every morning. She gets up and
I know, she's been sending me
she
stuff on
does a meditation every morning, and she just went to a work conference last week, where down at Salt over the weekend actually, with
Kingscliff.
At Kingscliff, beautiful. Stayed down there Saturday
Never been
night.
there,
It's magnificent. With what's his name? We've had him on the show.
Todd Sampson.
Todd Sampson.
Todd Sampson.
Not Scotty Sattler. with Todd Sampson.
The Gruen transfer.
Oh, I saw a photo of Jodie with him on something.
Oh well,
here we go.
Oh,
She's in trouble.
But
That's what I thought too, actually.
He's an impressive man.
Isn't he?
Who, me or Todd?
Not you.
Oh, Todd.
She's no, but she is. She came back like gushing about Todd and him talking about the benefits of meditation and self enhancement through being able to do those type of things, like, and not just not wishy washy, but scientific based evidence that shows you that this is the way to lead a better life.
Yeah.
Like it is a way to better yourself, to make yourself more peaceful and all of those type of things.
Especially more so since phones and computers and things. I think like life is a lot busier now than it was when we were kids, wasn't it?
A lot more distractions.
There's so many distractions coming into your brain. I heard it's really bad for your brain not to be able to stop.
Yes.
And just sit
I definitely would be.
And,
Wouldn't it?
and
your
just chill.
thoughts.
Yeah.
And just see. And then does he talk about things coming in? You talk about it, Ash, I know before, but the person I was speaking to yesterday, about thoughts coming in and out and hearing them but letting them...
And just staying unattached.
Yeah.
I'm going off what,
Letting them go
like
out.
Yeah,
observing the thoughts, but
Yes.
then just not staying attached to them, and just and just being able to, okay, that's interesting, and then to let it go. Like it's one of those things that it sounds easy to do, but it's really hard to put into practice.
Yeah.
I love how the Koreans have made it a spectator sport, though. That's the nuts bit of it.
Yeah.
And a competition.
Do nothing
at
in
the
a
same
stadium.
time.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Luttsy, just hearing about your mum and her adventure on the boat or the ship or whatever it is over there.
Yeah.
And she's going to be rooming with
Auntie Mari.
It reminded me that this weekend I got a big weekend this weekend. I'm going down to McLean, Grafton,
Oh, yeah, okay.
down there.
Northern sort of in Oh, well, actually, Nick's from there, aren't you, Nick? He's in the back shoulder.
Where, McLean?
Northern Beach.
Yeah, that's my old region.
So
Yeah.
cool.
What,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have the volume up. Yeah, just off Grafton in the Clan River there. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Beautiful
going.
spot.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm going on the weekend because I'm doing it's a school reunion. Oh, not a school reunion, but like my rowing crew that I was in grade 12. The whole crew's coming down, and we're staying at our coaches, who was the teacher at the school. This is going back over 30 years.
I was wondering how many years it was.
35. 35 years ago.
Can you believe that?
No.
Are you sleeping in beds in a long row, like in the order?
Dormitory.
No.
Rowing boat.
No, like in a bed, but like end on end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In the positions they rode in.
In the positions they rode in.
No,
yeah.
I can tell you what the sleeping arrangements are going to be because,
hang on.
like, we're going down to he lives on the river there, that river you're talking about, Nick, and he's got a big boat, like a big wooden boat.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to hop on his boat.
How big's the boat?
Well,
It looks big in the photo. I saw a photo.
it looks big without being huge.
Ostentatious.
Yes. Yeah. It's not like a ship. It's like a big sort of wooden boat.
It's classy.
And we're gonna roll down the river to somewhere or other for lunch. And then we're going to have lunch at some pub down there and spend a fair bit of the afternoon there. Then we're coming back to his house for the night. But the sleeping arrangements, and it's the whole crew. The whole crew.
No partners, just boys?
Well, it's been a logistical nightmare, and we've had to navigate all of that because a couple of the guys go, can we bring the bring the wife, bring the wives and the children?
Dangerous territory, and there's no sleeping around.
And then there were subset message groups going on that I may or may not have been a part of. Going, nobody cares about your wife and your children. Like, you know what I mean? We haven't seen each other
about that
for 35 years.
What would they want to come? Is that my other point?
Yeah, and you'd spend the whole time going, I'm sorry, who are you married to? And you wouldn't get to,
Not about that.
And once it's just the crew, like even on the message groups, the chat is the exact same as it was 35 years ago, which you wouldn't get if your kids were there and all the rest of it. So it's just the crew.
How fun.
With the coach, which is pretty cool. But then we're sleeping on the boat too. That's what
Are you sleeping on the boat?
Yes.
Is that good?
Well, I don't know, Sue.
So is that night two? I'm
confused
because you're on the lunch thing, then back to the house for night one.
No, just first night, yeah. But to sleep that night, just Saturday
so you're not
night,
sleeping in the house, you sleep on the boat.
He said the boat can sleep 6 in beds as singles or 8 if 2 doubles are used as doubles. Just bring a sleeping bag. There's plenty of pillows on the boat. And then he goes, McLean's only 12 minutes away for those who'd rather book accommodation, but the boat is very comfortable.
There's 10 of you.
I bet you'll book accommodation.
There's
Won't
9.
you?
No, I don't want to be that guy that then leaves with everyone else there. But then, again...
You might have to sleep with someone.
It means there's going to be 2... There'll be a paper, scissors, rock off for sure to see which 2 people have got to sleep together. Well, 4 people, because he's got 2 doubles.
Yeah, so 6 and then... Yeah. 6 singles.
6 singles. There's 9 of us, so 6 singles.
Someone will have to double up.
Yeah.
And someone will get their own.
You don't want to sleep with another grown man.
Not again.
But you're the Cox.
Yeah, I was the Cox.
So
too.
in theory, you're the little fella, and they'll be saying that.
Yeah.
All the
So
jokes will be, Bradnam's the Cox, so he'll have to sleep with someone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they doing those cruel jokes they used to do? Be a little.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm hearing it.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I mentioned it briefly yesterday, very briefly early in the show. Just wanted to give a shout out to everyone who competed at the Stratty Salute triathlon on the weekend. Record numbers, over 1,000 competitors. This is an event that started just with a few mates in 2008, a guy called Steve Guys, who has just recently sort of handed over to NX Sports, who did a great job organising it this year. Steve was still there overlooking things as well. Lee Castleton on the microphone. It was a great weather.
Is it an annual event now? It's going to be on every year?
Not sure. Maybe every 2 years. They're still sort of working that out. But if you get a chance, it's just a great weekend. It's the triathlon's on a Saturday. It's a bit later in the day too, around 10 o'clock start. So you're not getting up at Sparrows to do it. There's a great Stratty Kids event now, which is getting big numbers as well. Just an awesome event. The Stratty Beach Hotel's magnificent. By the way, it's getting a facelift next year too, which is going to make it even better as well. So it's a win-win.
Can I give a big shout out to my niece Abby, who won the under-20s triathlon?
Won.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Well done, Abby.
We got to present her with her medals and everything. Yeah. So congrats to everyone, and keep an eye on that next year. The Stratty Salute, a great event for all ages and types of athlete.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
The prince is on. The prince is on. The prince is on. Ooh, he's on the streets. The prince is on.
Okay. We don't even need to comment anymore.
Yeah, I'm in form.
Yeah.
Mitchell.
As far as a run you're having, it's 2 from 2. It's an excellent start to the week, guys. Thank you for the good intro. Takeaway Tuesday. Very happy about this one. I know, Buzz, you are as well.
Oh, yeah.
The great people at Porto have jumped on board this week. Just a cool $300 if you don't mind.
Are
Which,
you
if
serious?
you've been to Porto, that's going to sort. The people here. Down here at the PA Hospital. Rebecca, you nominated yourself in your workplace. First of all, good morning.
Good morning.
Working here in level 2, the orthopedics, and my goodness, you've got a lot of colleagues here who are they hungry? There's dead set 3 cameras on us at the moment.
Yes, we have a lot of colleagues here in the ortho outpatients. We love ortho.
And I trust the rooms out there. It's empty at the moment. That's why so many of them are free to come in here and have a look.
Yeah, we don't start seeing patients here in the ortho outpatient until about 8 o'clock. So we're right at the moment.
Everyone's just in here early. And a good thing about this, Buzz, we're not so lucky at work. They've got an Porto literally across the road. What was the one you were talking about before, Ash? The garlic.
It was like it's a wrap. It's got the chicken and it's got garlic aioli. They even put like French fries in the middle of it. It's insane, man.
I'm looking at one at the moment, the halloumi and chicken burger. I'm a pretty basic sort of guy when I go to a Porto. I get the Bondi ones a lot, but that's because it's good. Oh, you know what, Buzz? You know what I want to say about a Porto? I've never had a bad Porto.
No.
Always a great experience. It's the consistency of the place. That's what I love about it. And they were very keen to jump on board and give us the $300. And I was just looking at some of the details about a Porto. It started in 1986, making Portuguese-style Bondi charcoal chicken. It's named after one of the founders' favourite football teams, FC Porto. I did a quick Google. They took out the Portuguese Cup on Sunday. What a great time for a Porto to jump forward. Yeah, 2-1 champions over the weekend. So, Rebecca, thank you very much. You guys are always doing wonderful work. Everyone that works at the hospital and you guys here especially, up the blue lifts onto level 2, the outpatients here at the PA Hospital. $300 of delicious Porto to celebrate National Burger Day. So, there are some... Whoa.
Oh, I love that audience.
This is exactly. This is sort of atmosphere. If you're looking to get good care, this is where you're going to want to come. You've got some great people here looking after you. And like I said, you've had this documented. You've got people listening. You've got 3 cameras there watching you. You're live on radio and you haven't even been nervous once. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely handled it like a champ. So you can celebrate National Burger Day at a Porto with their chicken that is fresh, it's fiery, and it's flame grilled to perfection. To find your closest store, order online. Head to aporto.com.au. Thanks to good people at Porto jumping on board Takeaway Tuesday, and to the people down at the PA Hospital for jumping on board this morning as well.
There's more Portos around Brisbane than I thought there'd be. There's one at the Valley, so that's close to us. There's Garden City, Chermside. There's one at the Gabba.
Is there 11?
Not sure.
That's a deep call. Deep. Dancing with you. I know what you're talking about.
Thank you. I thought it was funny.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Still wearing your pajamas.
Oh, you like my Macca's jammies?
Mm.
Peter Alexander Macca's jammies.
Oh, yeah, I still wear the T-shirt.
In honour of my Macca's coffee I have on the way in.
I've got the bottoms for them. So, well, not that matched yours, but I've got...
Right, okay.
It's very weird.
I've got...
You went up with her bottoms.
Yeah.
I've got McDonald's pyjamas as well, but just the bottoms.
Oh, I think they're different because mine are girls. Mine are...
They're the same.
Are yours girls?
Yes, mine are pink.
Unisex, I believe.
With pink with all... Like the burglar.
Is yours, I got the burglar.
And everything on it.
I got the burglar.
What, you wear
McDonald's.
that to bed.
What's that?
You wear that to bed.
You wear it to
No,
sleep naked.
I only just saw them, and I went, I'm going to pull them out soon because it's winter. It's getting cold.
Could you sleep? So in winter you don't sleep naked?
No, I do sleep naked still.
So you put on your winter jammies just,
And then I take them
when
off.
you're around the house before you go to bed.
Oh yeah.
I find it so odd, the thought of sleeping naked, by the way.
Well, don't sleep naked?
No, never. I couldn't be able to fall asleep naked.
I need something on my chest.
Yeah, I need clothes on.
Otherwise, you know.
I can have my chest bare, but I need pants
Really?
on. Yes.
You're the other way.
Yes. I could not fall asleep naked.
Oh, but you give it a go.
Watch.
Mitch,
Yes?
what do you do? Oh,
He's not here.
Oh, he's not here. Come on.
13, 24,
There's no way
10.
he's sleeping naked, Mitch.
Mitch is
Nah.
not sleeping naked.
You don't reckon?
He's in a tracksuit.
No way, Jose.
No way, yeah, I agree.
So you can have pants on and have nothing up top.
Yeah.
I'm the complete opposite.
Really? You can have a top on but no pants?
Yeah, I need something on my chest. I think because I wore a singlet as a kid.
Of course you did, buddy. Of course you did.
To go to bed.
He was a good. He had that white Bond singlet.
I did have that.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I was driving to work this morning and I sort of go this back way through New Farm on the way here if I want the picturesque kind of view. So I end up sort of behind or Hello's there. I don't know what street that is. But it was a bit of a hill and I had to turn right and the car in front of me obviously must have been a manual car because it was a hill start.
Uh-huh.
And it went green but at the stop sign, so we were stopped at the red light. It went green and then it
came back.
It took off and then it started rolling back. Luckily I didn't because I didn't park really close, thank God. Because sometimes you park really close to cars these days, don't you, when you stop? But for some reason I'd parked a bit and it started rolling back and I'm like, oh, and I went around it. But it got me thinking because I'm thinking about getting a manual car and
Could be you.
It could be me. I drove.
You got to use the handbrake.
Yeah, handbrake.
Take the handbrake off as you're
I
applying
know.
the clutch. Luttsy doesn't know what we're talking about here.
Oh yeah, you just stay out of this conversation.
Yeah, Luttsy, sit down, let the other.
I got no idea what's happening.
You go back to the kids' table. No, because I drove my second manual in probably 20 years on the weekend when we went and test drove this car. It comes back pretty fast. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. It actually comes back pretty fast.
Yeah.
It comes back pretty
Stop
fast.
dreaming into it.
It's like riding a bike.
It's like riding a bike.
Can you ride a bike, Luttsy?
But it still was it. You still forget every now and again when you're back doing it to put the when you're stopping, you got to put the clutch in and the brake. Otherwise, you stall and do that bunny hop.
Yeah.
But I'm really considering getting a manual car, and then I'm thinking because it's an old car that I'm getting, I could teach my kids to drive manual.
Do you think it might be a useless skill though? Like seriously, like because when I got my license, my dad was adamant you had to get a manual license, and my first car was a manual car just so I could get it ingrained in me to drive a manual car. But like, do they even make them? Like, if you do they make manual cars?
Brand
now?
new ones.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty hard to get.
I'd love to know the percentage of
They used
people.
to be a lot cheaper than automatics.
I
Didn't
know
they?
hire cars used to be cheaper if you got a manual than an auto because my dad
Yeah.
used to always get them.
Yeah, the things. Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably is a bit of a redundant skill. But I saw a lady. The reason I'm test driving this car on the weekend is I saw a lady at the dry cleaners on Saturday who was driving one of these cars, which is like an old sort of four-wheel drive looking car, and the lady must have been 65. And it was a manual car, and she said that one of the reasons she has a manual car is so to keep her brain working because she has to think when she's driving, and she thinks because I was like, is it really hard to press the clutch in? Because my memory is that your left leg gets pretty tired, putting the clutch in all the time, especially in city traffic. And she said, no, it's good exercise for her left leg, A, and B.
God, is that what it comes to?
Well, walking's
How
now
depressing.
exercise.
Oh,
go for a walk.
I drove from one side of town to the other today. I'm exhausted. My left leg is exhausted. God, help
She has
me.
There's got to be easier ways, hasn't there?
I need a massage.
And also she said that it keeps her brain active.
Really?
Just take up crosswords. There's other ways, surely, than getting a manual license.
I don't know. But it totally is redundant. But
People used to say to me, like, oh, hey, what if there's an accident or something, or there's an emergency, rather.
Yeah.
Someone needs, and I say, well, I'm not your hero.
But do you reckon if you had...
I can't drive a manual.
If you had to, you'd be able to hop in and drive a manual.
No, I
If
did
we put you in a manual,
I
you'd...
did it with him once, and it was
You
like, I couldn't do it. Remember when we floated through that roundabout? It was actually quite scary.
No, I don't remember.
Oh, we did
I'm
it.
sure
we did it on air.
Oh, yeah, we
On
did.
air
Yeah,
thing,
we
just
put him in
around
a car
here.
one day. Yeah, well, I do remember that.
And you
actually.
taught...
Yes.
Were you telling Luttsy what to do? Like
Yeah, we filmed it. It was
first
an old
clutch,
gimmick,
second
but-
clutch,
Yeah.
and third clutch.
I couldn't do it. I wasn't messing around.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
I've literally floated. If there had been a car
Okay.
coming, I would have floated through a roundabout and got hit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't safe at all. Actually,
It probably is...
probably illegal, so we just move on from that.
It probably is redundant, but I reckon if you got one now, because no one hardly gets one,
Well, the
you'd feel
thing is
pretty cool.
It uses up your left hand too. Like your left hand's always on the.
So you can't drink coffee or
Right.
put on your lipstick or brush your hair. Is that what you say?
Well, no.
What else are you
just-
doing with your left
just-
hand?
Yeah, well,
Well,
just.
he's right, usually. Ash, but
See, I knew. I knew what
you knew what? Yeah, but that's how almost no work for you. But yeah, you'll get your point.
Anyway, watch your space. Remember, I was going to say about my kids. I didn't teach.
You bring them into it.
I'm trying to go back on track. Like 100 hours now. Do you reckon that's another reason why people don't teach their kids manual because you've got to spend 100 hours with your children now.
Yeah, where would you, if you don't have a manual car?
How would you even do that?
Well, yeah, well, actually,
just don't.
Levi got a
How did he do that?
Here we go.
Oh, you could probably do the 100
How do you
hours.
do it, Ashley?
You could probably do 100 hours automatic and still as long as you passed your manual.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ash wants to distance
His
himself
answer.
from this conversation.
Yeah. You want to go back to the last thing we were talking about, don't you? Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast. Visit theladysshake.com.au and use code RADIO to get $20 off. Terms and conditions apply.
Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill's Lose Your Way to Game 1.
Yeah, we've developed a pretty good relationship with the Man Shake and the Lady Shake. They helped get you to Magic Round a couple of weeks ago. Now they're helping to get you down to Sydney for Origin Game 1.
Yeah, no, they do great things, and we're asking you what you'd be willing to lose to come down and watch Queensland win. Game 1. A week tomorrow.
Oh, it is too. When do they go into camp?
They've already gone in.
Oh.
Lutsy's going to a lunch today.
Yeah, they'll be at the lunch today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that sounds fun.
Big 4X lunch. Huge. Yeah, they went to the W. That's where they were photographed with their fancy shoes yesterday when they went to lunch yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And went into camp yesterday.
We'll try to get Paddy on the show as well before the Origin as well. Take you inside the camp.
Oh, that'd be fun.
For shizzle. So, Darren out of Bethania. Yes, mate. How are you going?
Good so far.
Okay, now let's go through this prize. Okay, if you win this, we're going to draw it Friday. By the way, we'll take care of your flights down to Sydney for you and your friend. It says you take your wife here. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so flights for you and your wife, accommodation, and the accommodation is like 5-star too. It's very swank.
Nice.
Tickets to the game, they're $450 a pop, right on the halfway line, and then. A special little thing as well is the night before you get to go to the Maroons Captain's Run, which is, as we say, it's real inner sanctum stuff. It's all no cameras, no media, and it's the last hit out for the Queensland team before they, really go behind closed doors.
That'd be awesome.
Plus a limo out there to the game.
Oh, cool.
Because that's what I'm most looking forward to.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what did you nominate? What are you willing to give up?
A wedding ring.
Your wedding ring? Are you still married?
Yep.
And you're going to take your wife if you win.
Yep.
Well, how do you reckon she's going to react about that?
Oh, she's a good sort. She'll
She's
a good sort.
We'll have a talk about it. But
there'll be words, but
so she doesn't know yet.
No, she doesn't know yet.
Are you wearing your wedding ring like right now?
Yeah.
How long you been married for?
We've been married since 2004. Known each other since 1994.
Holy
20-year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Time for a new ring.
Yeah.
I like that.
Might not have a choice.
But we're not playing games here, by the way, Darren. Like,
no, I know.
He knows.
We could just send Mitchy out there, go hand it over right now. It's ours, our property.
Absolutely.
And then we'll melt it down and we'll put it on the bell that we've got in here. It's the same colour. Just like press it to the bell and stick it on.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's a big one, mate.
In the draw, Darren. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
What's your wife's name, out of interest?
Virginia. She's actually won a Smarter Than Suse once.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I like Darren.
Yeah, she was up on when you had them on the billboard.
Oh, yeah, okay.
One of them got in the photo on the billboard.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
It's a blast from the past.
Rightio. Okay, well, good give up. Good loss.
1 in 4 chance, Darren,
Good loss.
to head down with us to State of Origin next week.
Thank you very much. Thank you to Man Shake and Lady Shake and Nova.
Oh, this guy's good. He knows how to work it, doesn't he?
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than Suse.
Oh, this is interesting, Luttsy. Vicky works for a beekeeping shop and she's got 100 beehives just for yourself. Is that right, Vicky?
Yes. Me and my partner have got around 100 hives.
That's pretty cool. I was mentioning, Ash actually mentioned to me Clarkson's Farm.
Yes.
Have you watched that show?
I have, yep.
Because at one stage,
do they do honey?
Out of everything he has got on his farm, he throws his hand in everything. The only thing that was making money on the farm was beehives.
Really?
Yes, no, it was quite a good show.
Yes, it was. It was indeed.
What's your honey?
So we just generally run like a bush floral mix.
Like, the world needs bees. I only started realising this the last year or two. Vicky, that's right, though. Hey, they're so important for our ecosystem and everything.
They really are.
Good for you. Good for you. All right. Well, hey, send us in some honey, Vicky. We'd love
Damn
to try
straight,
some.
I love that, Vicky.
Yeah.
No worries.
We'll put that on our, on our wheat mix and in the coffee, in the tea.
Just feed it to each other?
Yeah.
On a Friday night?
Oh, now you're talking. Send in 2 jars, Vicky.
Probably for hygiene, that'd be good.
Oh, okay.
The booty's dropped.
Excuse me?
The booty's dropped.
You've rattled him.
To $100.
Oh, yeah.
But
the
Suse just had a loss, but
the caveth is fulleth.
Yes. So let's get into it, Vicky. Good luck to you. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. In which city would you find Madison Square Garden?
Oh, pass.
Sanger is Australian slang for what
Sandwich.
item? Which state was the first to introduce random breath testing?
New South Wales.
Which actor plays Happy Gilmore?
Oh, pass.
What is 10 times 4 plus 13?
33.
In which city would you...
Okay, we're going to stop you there. Sorry, mate.
Okay.
What was the answer for question 5?
I said 33. Are we accepting the answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Just before the hooter went. Let's bring in the Gip.
Susie wins on time on the Brisbane radio line. If her win falls off the track, give it up, give it up, give it up. Let's go. Who's skimping tonight? Who's skimping tonight? Who's skimping tonight? Oh yeah.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! It will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
By the way, that just reminded me, didn't we have a request in with one Maddie Rowe?
Oh,
for
yes.
a Billie Eilish,
How's that coming along, Maddie?
Let me eat you like lunch type gimmick for this week. And then that also reminds me, we didn't get around to doing a play-by-play of the new album, which you wanted to do a recommendation station.
God,
So
yes, well done.
When are we going to fit all that in?
Well, we'll do it tomorrow. Let's
Okay,
let's
I'll do a
do
bit
the
more
Billie Eilish
research.
thing tomorrow. But Maddie, over to you real
good
quick.
idea.
What's the news? What's the update on the Billie Eilish song?
The update? Oh, I just missed it. Oh, me singing it?
And writing it, creating it.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can squeeze it into my very, very busy schedule just for you guys.
Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate
Do a
it.
bit. Can you like a practice one just now? I want to eat that gimp for lunch.
No, we're not doing a practice.
No.
Too sensual for this time of
Yeah,
morning.
you don't practice on air.
Yeah.
You know, you do that
We've
stuff.
got to get the polished product.
That's it.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
We'll get the final product.
Excuse me.
Yes. Come on.
Don't mess with an artist.
Exactly. Thank you.
We'll have that on the show tomorrow morning at 8 a.m, everybody. So stand by for that.
30 seconds on the clock.
You know what I wanted to do when I first came in?
What do you want to do?
I wanted to sing, honey, honey, feel me, baby. Ha, ha.
What's that?
Honey.
Yeah,
Vicky's
she's sending us in some gear too.
some honey?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Yeah.
We're going to eat it off each other.
Yeah. No,
Can we incorporate that into the song as well?
Yeah. She's going to
No,
send
that's
us
just, that's just me and Ash.
two
okay.
jars, yeah.
Oh, I'm not involved in that. Okay.
No. Oh, no.
It can be. Well,
No,
that's
no,
good.
no, I get it.
30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. In which city would you find Madison Square Garden?
New York.
Sanger is Australian slang for what item?
Sandwich.
Which state was the first to introduce random breath testing?
New South Wales.
Which actor plays Happy Gilmore?
I don't know.
What is 10 times 4 plus 13?
53.
Stop the clock.
Oh, what's his name? Happy Gilmore.
They're doing another one.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore 2.
What is his name?
We'll get to it.
Interesting name.
Or do you want me to start with it?
Yeah,
I'll start
Let's
with
get to it.
Hmm?
Let's get to it.
Well, are you going to get something?
I'm trying to find stuff though.
Which
comedian.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Which city would you find Madison Square Garden? Vicky passed on that. Suze, New York City. And that is correct. Mundo, 1-0. Susan O'Neill, top of the second. Sanger, is Australian slang for sandwich. You both got that. 2-1. That saves you a pantsing, Vicky, which is good news, especially around the bees. Do you know what I mean?
You don't want to have no pants on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bee's knees.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Which state was the first to introduce random breath testing? You both said New South Wales. It was Victoria.
Oh, was it?
In the 1970s. The Happy Gilmore actor.
Jeez, you're rushing through this, aren't you?
Wonder why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was expecting him to jump on it. Adam Sandler.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Okay, it's been 25 years since I've done this. Let's see what happens. I'm scared. Shooter McGavin, this is for you.
Jeez, that was a good purchase.
Massive.
Sweet spot.
And there's a sequel coming out. Evidently.
Yeah, and
someone's in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney. Thank you.
Oh,
Sydney.
I love Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, so do I.
He's up big fella.
And the last one is 10 times 4 plus
Why are you breathing
13.
heavy?
Have you seen her? Seriously.
Do the end of that lunch song by Billie Eilish.
Yeah, thank you.
Just the last 10 seconds.
10 times 4 plus 13 is 53. Sue's got that. 3-1 victory, Susan O'Neill.
Good job, Sue.
Yeah, bad luck. You get to go in the cage. Cage? Cave. It's a Freudian slip. Sorry about that. Cage.
Ain't nobody caging you, Vicky. Don't worry about that. Are you an Amy Shark fan by chance?
Yes, we are.
Okay, well, I've got a double pass to see Amy Shark's Sadness 2024 tour. It's coming to the River Stage in October at livenation.com.au, so well done there. And just because you seem lovely, I'll also give you a $100 Hey Chica voucher. You might be able to drop in there and have a feed, a couple of margaritas and some tacos before you head to the concert. So, Hey Chica on Brunswick Street Mall. Great spot. Well done.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers, Vicky. Bye, Vic. Bye, Vic. Don't forget the honey. Don't get that honey. Oh, yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.